Nearly 10 years after the sinister tragedies that have forever transformed the lives of several traders in the Grand Marches of Lomé and Kara, the Togolese are still waiting for a fair and equitable trial to determine who is responsible. A reminder to which the ASVITTO, Association of Victims of Torture in Togo, brings a stone. In the aftermath of the fires that ravaged the central buildings of the great markets of Kara and Lomé successively on the nights of January 9 and 12, 2013, there were many of these political leaders of the Togolese opposition grouped within the CSD, Collectif Sauvegarde Togo, at the time, to have been arrested or placed under judicial control. Almost 10 years after these tragedies which reduced to nothing companies of actors of the Togolese economy, it's still a legal blackout. The file sleeps in the drawers of Togolese justice and does not seem to constitute a judicial priority of the country. An immobility that worries ASVITTO. This civil society organization stepped up to the plate on January 17, 2022 via a press release to challenge the authorities in charge of justice so that a fair trial is organized for the manifestation of the truth and to locate the responsibilities, in accordance to the law. A former detainee and victim of acts of torture in the state security case, April 2009 in Togo, ASVITTO President Kawem Atjali also demands that an investigation be opened into the allegations of inhuman and degrading treatment allegedly suffered by Nabouda Burema, Komi Manti and others arrested in this case. For the benefit of traders whose goods were consumed in these gigantic fires, with criminal origins according to the government, ASVITTO implores reparation. The fires that destroyed the main buildings of the Grand Marches of Lomé and Kara left deep scars in the Togolese commercial world. Apart from these gigantic disasters, a dozen other fires had ravaged other small markets in Togo in 2013. The fires in Lomé and Kara had caused a national shock wave, and preceded giant popular mobilizations, fearful the Towers of Jericho, that the CST was preparing to operate after the historic gathering of a huge crowd at the Kara Deccan on June 12, 2012. In a detailed memorandum on the Lomé disaster, the CSD had bluntly pointed the finger at several links in the country's security apparatus, resorting to kerosene in the organization of this tragedy. The site of the giant fire on the night of January 11 to 12, 2013 in Lomé was razed, and was supposed to give way to a brand new building before January 2022, after the laying of the first stone on January 30, 2020 by ASVITTO. Since then, no construction has started, reinforcing the anger of traders. Okoye and KT and was supposed to give way to a brand new building before January 2022, after the foundation stone was laid on January 30, 2020 by ASVITTO. Since then, no construction has started, reinforcing the anger of traders. Okoye and KT and was supposed to give way to a brand new building before January 2022, after the foundation stone was laid on January 30, 2020 by ASVITTO. Since then, no construction has started, reinforcing the anger of traders.